Okay, now moving to our next question. Question number 14, that is, let A, B, C, D be real numbers. A, B, C, D be real numbers such that A square plus B square plus A minus B whole square is equal to C square plus D square plus C minus D whole square. Then prove that A raised to power 4 plus B raised to power 4 plus A minus B raised to power 4 is equal to C raised to power 4 plus D raised to power 4 plus C minus D whole raised to power 4. Let us have the solution of the given question, that may be given as, we have given A square plus B square plus A minus B whole square. If we square the whole term, then we would get, by the formula of x plus y plus z whole square, we get A raised to power 4 plus B raised to power 4 plus A minus B whole power 4 plus 2A square B square plus 2A square into A minus B whole square plus 2B square A minus B whole square. That may be given as A raised to power 4 plus B raised to power 4 plus A minus B whole raised to power 4 plus 2A square B square plus 2. By taking 2 and A minus B whole square common, we get A square plus B square into A minus B whole square. So here we have A raised to power 4 plus B raised to power 4 plus A minus B whole power 4 plus 2A square B square plus A minus B whole square plus A plus B whole square into A minus B whole square. That is equal to A raised to power 4 plus B raised to power 4 plus A minus B whole raised to power 4 plus 2A square B square plus, or you may say that, A minus B whole raised to power 4 plus A square minus B square whole square plus A minus B whole raised to power 4 plus 2A square B square. That would be equal to twice of A raised to power 4 plus B raised to power 4 plus A minus B whole raised to power 4. Now similarly, C square plus D square plus C minus D whole square may be given as 2 into C raised to power 4 plus D raised to power 4 plus C minus D whole raised to power 4. Since we have given that A square plus B square plus A minus B whole square is equal to C square plus D square plus C minus D whole square, so the result follows. Next, question number 15. In a school of student strength 500, two-thirds of the students who do not bring lunch, three-quarters of the students who do not bring lunch do not wear spectacles. Altogether, 60 spectacled students bring lunch too. Find the number of students who do not wear spectacles. Find the number of students who do not wear spectacles and do not bring lunch. Let us have the solution of the given question as let X students wear spectacles and Y students bring lunch, or both, is equal to X plus Y minus 60. Now students who either wear spectacles or bring lunch or both will be given as X plus Y minus 60. Let it be equation 1. Hence the number of students who do not wear spectacles, who do not wear specs and do not bring lunch will be equal to 500 minus this total students minus X plus Y minus 60, that is equal to 560 minus X minus Y. Let it be equation 2. Now according to the given question, we can say that this number is also equal to 2/3 of 500 minus X, or 3/4 of 500 minus Y. So 2/3 of 500 minus X is equal to 3/4 of 500 minus Y is equal to 560 minus X minus Y. Let it be equation 3. That is 4000 minus 8x. 4000 minus 8x is equal to 4500 minus 9y. That would be given as 6720 minus 12 minus 2y. Now 4x minus 12y is equal to 2720 from the above equation, and 12x plus 2y is equal to 2220. Now by solving these, we would have the value of y is equal to 180 and the value of x is equal to 140. So the required number is 2 by 3 of 500 minus 140, that is 2/3 of 360, that is equal to 240. That is our answer. Moving to our next question, question number 16, we have 4x square plus 2x plus 5 to be a factor of x raised to power 4 plus px square plus q. Find the values of p and q. Find the values of p and q. Let us try to solve the above question. If x square plus 2x plus 5 is a factor of x raised to power 4 plus px square plus q, then the other factor is of the form x square plus ax plus b. So we can say that x square plus 2x plus 5 into x square plus ax plus b is equal to x raised to power 4 plus px square plus q, that is x raised to power 4 plus 2 plus a x cube plus 5 plus b plus 2a x square plus 5a plus 2b into x plus 5b is equal to x raised to power 4 plus px square plus q. Now by comparing the coefficients of x raised to power 4, x cube, x square, x and constant term, we have 2 plus a is equal to 0. From here we can have the value of a is equal to minus 2. Again 5 plus b plus 2a is equal to p. From here we have 5 plus b is equal to p plus 4 and 5a plus 2b is equal to 0. From here we have 2b is equal to 10. So we can say that the value of b is equal to 5. So p is equal to 6 and q is equal to 25, as we have given that q is equal to 5b. So the other factor will be equal to x square minus 2x plus 5. That is our answer. Moving to our next question, question number 17, that is given to us as men, women and children numbering 100 in all were distributed rupees 1000. Each man got rupees 50. Each woman rupees 10 and each child got rupees 0.50. How many children were there? We have to find the number of children. To solve the above question, let M, W, C be the number of men, women and children respectively. Then according to the given question we have M plus W plus C is equal to 100 and 50M plus 10W plus C upon 2 is equal to 1000. From here we can say that 100M plus 200W plus C is equal to 2000 by taking the LCM as 2 of denominators. So we can say that 99M plus 199W is equal to 1900. For integral solution of the given question, the only value can be given as, for integral solution we have W is equal to 1, that gives M is equal to 19, so C is equal to 80. That is our answer. Next, question number 18. If the number n is equal to 30A 0B03 is divisible by 13, then prove that A can take value 3, 2 and 0 but not 1. Let us have the solution of the above question. We have given that n is equal to 3, 5 times 0, 3 plus 10,000 A plus 100B that would be given as 6 plus 3a minus 4b plus some multiple of 13. So n will be divisible by 13 if 3a minus 4b plus 6 is exactly divisible by 13. Also, we have that the value of a lies between 0 and 9, and also the value of b lies between 0 and 9. Now if a is equal to 3, b can be 7. If a is equal to 2, then b can be 3. And if a is equal to 0, then b can be 8. But if a is equal to 1, then b is not an integer. Thus a can take the value 3, 2, 0, but not 1. Moving to our next question, question number 19, that is given to us as determine the least value or the least positive value taken by the expression a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc as abc, where overall positive integers. Find also triples a, b and c for which this least value is attained. Let us have the solution of the given question. We have x is equal to a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, that may be given as half of a plus b plus c into a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square. Since we are interested in the least positive value of x, a, b, c are not equal, therefore the integers should satisfy a plus b plus c is greater than equal to plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, that is equal to 6. So we can say that a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square should be greater than equal to 0 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. This means that x is greater than equal to 4 if a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1, c is equal to 2, we get x is equal to 4. Hence, the least positive value of x is 4, and it is obtained when a, b, c belongs to 112, 121 on 211. That's all.